Trent's to put the water pump in. We got our antifreeze. We should be good to go. Everything should be good. I didn't have any overheating issues on the way here, but we do have another 12-15 minutes to go out to Trent's. Hopefully we don't have any issues. If we do though, however, I did bring some Schweppes water. It's just water in the Schweppes bottle. But my mom did think that it was actual ginger ale, and she put it in the fridge. And so when I came down and was like, hey mom, where'd my water go? She gives me the old, oh my God, that's water? I'm glad George didn't drink that. I put it in the fridge thinking it was more ginger ale. Classic. You need me to hold it, let me know. One, two. So you can see him putting the bolts in. Those bolts are from the old one. And so you see it on the video kind of like this. He started over here and he's just putting them in each of their select spots to get it to hold back in there. And then we'll reconnect the tensioner right here to the pulley. Get the pulley back onto the tensioner. All right guys, so we're just about done. Trent is putting back on the last nut and bolt, I think. And then we gotta put the two hoses back on right here and right here. And then put the tensioner, pulley, and everything back on. But we're almost done, so I'm gonna give you one last rundown on what went on. That's how it looked in the front of the car. It was sitting just like this. The front of the car. So what we did was we first disconnected the cold air intake. We then took this hose out. We then took all of these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then this is where the tensioner and the tensioner pulley was. Trent took that whole thing right off. Makes life a lot easier. And then lastly, we got this hose off just because it was kind of in a hard place to reach. The clamp is like here, which on the car is like, down here in the front. So it's a little hard to reach. So yeah, that's what you do. When you take the water pump, you're looking at it. First, take off the cold air intake so you can get to everything. Oh, disconnect this little connector right here. Get off all of your bolts, get your two hoses off here, get your tensioner off, and then everything should just pull right off. Should just pull right out, and then you can slide the new one on, and just make sure you get everything back in the same spot. I'll show you a quick little look when we're done, but I mean, it's kind of a hard thing to show as you do because it's really, really not that difficult. I don't even work on cars, and I kind of understand what was going on, and I know nothing when it comes to actually working in the engine. So It's not too terrible, but I hadn't seen a video of it, so here it is. That's the basis right there. I'm sure that, you know, people run into their own issues and people have their own things happen, but for me, that's what we did. We just, again, disconnected this, disconnected the 2 hoses, got out all 12 of these, and it disconnected fairly easily. It wasn't too problematic. Trent had never done it on a Mopar. He's a GM guy, and he got it done in an hour or so. So yeah, you can hear him. He said it's easy, so it's not too bad, guys. If you have any questions, just feel free to post them in the comments. I mean, I don't know much. I've never done this, but let me know.